Hey folks, and I'm back. Let me just get this recording up. Okay, let's...
Hezadaro.
Oh, you could hear past me. You have obtained the soul of an archdemon. The thick, colourless fog shall press you no more. Cool. So... could be the thing bit up there, up top, but the way I remembered it was, it just looked like a cement, like a stone tube you're walking in. So I remember seeing the outside view of it at some later point, where it's just like sticking out of the wall. So that say even if you got to the mouth of it, you'd know where to go. That you're like over the lava pit over there or something. It was just like a partly remaining pathway, and then the dragon right at the other side. Ooh. So that's my recollection of it. But it's been so many years, and I've dreamt about this. You know, easily could be mangled by that. I have a lot of souls. So yeah, there's no way to get there without beating the tutorial. Not that there's anything to get over there.
Thou seekest then. I keep the cat. Soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
Should we just go for more vitality?
Drawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted.
Should we go
so
for
the
more
world
this?
might be mended.
Not
so
sure.
the world might be mended. Art thou that mean that?
Unspecial. So, do you have anything to say?
Oh, I can hardly believe it. The fact that I am helping to save the world. Oh, Saint Urbane. Mbasa.
Oh, do you have... We must defeat the demon and Old Frake.
Second chance. This is meant to be great. Revives the user from death only once. This miracle is a countersign against the pagans who worship death and the dead. Obviously, an incredible move. Beautiful. Oh, excuse me. So, me calling my character Sekiro is actually quite fitting. People are saying that you really need that move going into New Game Plus. It's very damn useful. But I really can't use it. Generates strong blast of force around the caster. This miracle represents the power of God against a tremendous malice. It's one of the greatest miracles, aiding all who are righteous and who have 100 mana.
Yes, I said, but you must...
Wish these guys were still alive so I could get their lands.
You have your wits about.
Born from the dragon bones soaked in lava, this demon was the embodiment of the power inherent in the colossal flames. Shoots a ball of fire and generates an explosion. Generates a cloud of poison. Generates a cloud of acid, which corrodes equipped armor and weapons. imagine that doesn't work too well against NPCs, but it's a PvP spell, which again this game is dead. When the game has a multiplayer aspect, or if the game was updated over a long term, and that update and either aspect have come to an end, like look at StarCraft 2, you can play the campaigns just fine, but it was updated over a long span of time, all those expansions added to it, the potential of multiple mission packs, which we only got Novas, it ends up feeling like a graveyard going to it. Similarly, this feels like a graveyard because there's no multiplayer aspect to it. There's no bloodstains, there's no messages, no try butthole, there's nothing. And so it feels like a graveyard. It's actually really sad being here, you know? So, yeah.
I am fully prepared. I can...
Want to hold on to all these souls. I'll pop them at the end.
Thank goodness, I was worried. If only I could.
Honestly, this guy is helping. He's holding all this shit for me, so I don't need to worry about it. Pure Sharpstone. Worthless. Pure Dragonstone. Very good.
We are in.
So that's the first area done. The underground shrine was made to worship as well as steal in the dragon god. Ancestors of the excavators revered it as god and maintained it well. I don't think I can beat this game tonight, but I think I'm getting damn close to beating it. Because one world done, and I have 2 worlds that I can go onto their archdemons. Actually, fuck. I have 3, 4, and 5 that I can go on to their archdemons. And then I have a bit to work on that place. And if the archdemons are unlike the dragon god, then they'll be very easy to deal with. But, of course, that's just the end of this first run. I have 2 more at least to do, possibly a third. And there's also something I have planned for the next runs that I'm not quite ready for. It's something external to this, something that I decided internally that I was going to do. It was for a different game. But then it kind of spun into like, hey, I'm going to be replaying this stuff a ton. Let's do this other thing because that sounds funny. And I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for it. I'm too nervous. Plus, it's going to be a little work on my editor, and it keeps crashing, keeps freezing, and so it's just like, oh, it's going to be a pain to do. Maybe I'll catch it on a good day. What do we get? Yes, we got the cutscene again. Interesting chair and shrine. And again, this is a really cool thing because the whole idea of this was that as long as the player could be found, and if you put a summon marker anywhere in this tower, you could be found. If someone goes to do the boss fight, you as a player are summoned in to fight as the boss. It was literally a PvP boss fight. If you went offline, then you'd get what I'm gonna fight, but it's so fucking cool. I just think that's so cool that you could fight other players as a boss. Like in Dark Souls 2, they did that DLC boss where you were fighting NPC recreations of a PvP party, and that was really cool. I was never able to beat them, probably because I brought the NPCs to help me. You know, they boosted up the other guys too much. But hear me, hear the game, see the game. I'm recording 20, 21, 22. But here is an outright, you know, players are summoned in to fight for the boss thing. It's just really friggin' cool to me. You also get a unique item that I suppose I won't be able to get here. Unless this is just merely another way of getting it. We'll worry about that later. But if I can't get it, I can't get it. Oops, sorry, hit off the mic. If it's only available that way, then shit. No, bitch. Damn. All because my thing wasn't. Oh, I do like that little animation of like wiping their thing down. Oh god. I'm still in human form. Suppose it's the only reason I'm alive right now, but I still... Fuck it, we'll do it. We ball. Yeah, eat shit. But yeah, God, that's a ton of souls. But again, I really like the idea of it. You know, a PvP boss fight where you're actually summoning in players. Certainly, you could get screwed and have just some like PvP twinks like ready to fuck you. But God, seems extra out here. You could have some PvP twinks just there ready to fuck you and ruin your day. But you know, I know, it's just really cool to me. Nice. They like that other move way too much. I'm doing that as a precaution. But, yeah, it's just a really cool idea to me, and I'm sad I missed out on it, that I can't do it. But it is what it is. Taking that hit there. It wasn't for that shove command. Ooh. But for a long time viewers of my Dark Souls vids, or for just a long time, it's like laser beams, or just for people who play Dark Souls themselves, you may see something familiar. There's an enemy in. We can get the backstab. There's an enemy in Dark Souls that looks a lot like this. They have this yellow turban. there's some like mad king or something. I believe you fight him in Dark Souls 1 in the painted world. Or maybe it's in Dark Souls 3 as well. But yeah, it's a reference to this. Though I believe that guy had pyromancies. The demon was destroyed. You shall obtain the demon soul, and a power that is beyond imagination. Yo, demon soul. Sadly, there's no fucking flavor text to it. That is one thing that disappoints me. Like, these being generic, yeah, that's fair. This being generic sucks. But again, this is the grandfather of all the, like, Dark Souls games. All the FromSoft games. This is the grandfather. This is the... Oh, this is the progenitor of them all. So you can't really hold shit against it. Like, you can see the lineage of it through the rest of them. So they've just built off of this game. They've just built off of it. They made changes, but the core is still there, and the core is solid. They didn't need to change things, you know. So certainly it's missing some of the stuff that they added in later games, and that's sad. But you see so much of the later games in this game, or you see so much of this game in those later games. They've improved and tweaked on things, but they haven't had to change the core essence of it. You know, they did well here. So while there's sad that like, oh, they didn't have this, they didn't have that, it's not that big a deal, you know? They had so much awesome shit here. I imagine the Tower Latria now is maybe positive enough to get Ryzel's key.
Thou sit then.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my demon inside.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Art thou the main?
His revenge complete, the old man withered away, possessed by golden robes of insanity. Too weak to be a demon's vessel, his soul was eaten. My only issue here is I don't know where on this level the pathway opens up. And I doubt it's gonna make itself that well known. Hey folks, I'm doing a quick thing. So it's 3, 2, white, world, tendency. Oh no, it's not world 2, it's world 3. I hate how this got remastered, because then they, like, everything's about the remake. Sorry, not remastered, it's everything's about the remake, and I don't want to hear about the remake, because it could have differences beyond, you know, what I know already. Oh, do you really earn less souls for your thing? Someone there was claiming you earn less souls in pure white tendency. Okay, this here is claiming that it's a the maximum possible pure white tendency, the maximum amount of tendency is 200, and you use 60 when you die. Okay, this says how you find Screevier. You go to 2-2 if you're yeah, 2-2 if you're above 180, and show him the Dragonbone Smasher for a pure Greystone. He's in that large pit that we went into. But you can only get to the Dragonbone Smasher above 180. So, okay. Okay, treat 1 changes. 4-2 west was previously blocked by debris, but it's now unblocked, getting you the 3-corner tat and the Venerable Sage set above 180, 4-2 west. Ooh, if you go to 4-2 east, you can get the Parrying Dagger, a Rogue set, and 2 chunks of Mercury Stone. Above the first tower where the chain is released, a bridge will appear, giving access to the very top, with the key. Oh, okay. Satsuki appears in 4-1 if you're above 180, and he descends from the ruined wall and stands at the entrance, looking for the magic sword Makoto. If you find it and give it to him, he'll attack you. If you kill him, he'll drop a sword for you to pick up. If you just give it to him, if you find it and don't give it to him, he'll attack you. If you have it, find it and have it equipped, he will attack you. When you talk to him, he'll attack you. He's just a prick. In 180, in the room Patches kicks you down to, the previously unreachable corpse is now on the ground. And that's where you get Makoto. In 5-1, you can find the Astral Spear. Between the rats and the first depraved one, so after that merchant check. 5-2, you can meet Selin. 5-3, you can meet Black Phantom Garl Vinland. Though only after you've killed Maiden Estrella. We won't be dealing with that in this run. So, I have to go to the first tower. Here, I have to go to the first tower, and there'll be a new bridge at the very top. Okay. I can pretty much have a straight run, I think. Oh no, wait, the first tower is... So yeah, while we're trying to stop the demon fog from just consuming more of the world, I'm not sure how much of the world isn't presently covered. But I really don't think Latria is going to really pull itself back together. I don't know, the place just seems too fucked. You know, this wouldn't have happened in Doctor Doom's Latveria. this is a bit of a concerning course of action, honestly. It could work out, it may not though. I know there's a gap here somewhere, but I wasn't sure where it was, so I was very scared I was about to run into it. I'm getting pretty strong. See, Stonefang Tunnel's going that bit stronger than Tarolatria. I have died here once or twice in body form, and I think that pretty much just marks you out. If I hadn't died there, then I could keep climbing. In which case, this is another thing I won't be doing this run. But it is what it is. I'm also after realizing I did this whole thing again in human form. So, in that case, I could find Screever in 2-2 and go have a chat with him. Let me just double check what the other White Tenacity events were. There's also Black Tenacity events. Ooh, Master's Ring. Another way of getting them. Damage from direct hits increases while damage from all other attacks decrease. Increases sweet spot damage by 15%. Decreases damage for all other attacks. Sweet spot damage works for weapons I mentioned swinging carefully for a direct hit. Axes and maces, for instance. The Stonefang Tunnel. There's no White World events for Stonefang Tunnel. I thought they said there was. Okay. Well, sorry for for 2-1. There's no world events. Is there for? Is there for Black World Tenacity? Oh. The differences between White World and Black World. White World decreases enemy HP, attack, and defense stats. Enemies drop fewer upgrade stones, and they drop more healing items. Attack power is increased in soul form, increasing at 10% at white, 20 at pure white. Black World tendency increases enemy HP, attack, and defense stats. They're more likely to drop souls, and more likely to they drop more souls and more likely to drop rare items. Black Phantom's versions of NPCs and Black Phantom versions of enemies and NPCs appear in specific locations. The Black Phantom versions of normal monsters have a 100% drop rate for their primary items. I'm reading this off the Demon Souls Demon Souls Wiki dot site. Apparently they've lost their license to it recently. Their subscription. So it'll be a shame to see it go down because I rather like the look of this, you know. I know there's something about the aesthetic of it just is really appealing. But primeval demons appear in specific locations in each world. Note that primeval demons will appear slightly before a world is pure black. So this is not a good way to judge if you achieve pure black world tendency. They will still be there when the world is pure black. And the character's maximum HP in soul form is reduced. Ooh. Oh. Online. Aside from a player's changes to their own world, a global world tendency exists. Global tendencies calculated accounting for a variety of events, these being multiplayer sessions, blue or red sign summoning invasions, old monk included, player deaths, and boss kills. As an example, if a large number of players are killing bosses in their worlds, something that will change their own world tendency to white, the global server tendency will reflect this. Likewise for all white tendency events. While playing online, the effect of global tendency will be applied when you load your game. This becomes your starting point for world tendency events, for world tendencies for this session. During the course of that particular game, you can influence world tendency events by your own actions. When you quit that game, your current world tendency status is lost to you. Okay, that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. Offline, all worlds will be neutral. They will shift according to your actions. The previously mentioned global tendency has no effect while playing offline. When you load a game, your world tendency will be exactly the same as when you last exit the game. I do kind of like that. So, black events. Ooh, there's stuff here. That isn't elsewhere. If the world's pure black, if the world's negative 150, two Black Phantom Blue Eye Knights appear at the end of the Red Dragon Bridge before the Tower Knight. So, I'm not sure if that's additional to the Blue Eye Knights that are already there, but yeah, that's rough. We'll skip those two as we haven't gotten onto 1-3 or 1-4 yet. There's a primeval demon located outside at the bottom of the elevator where enemies are throwing boulders. See demon from the stairs at the archstone. Demon will drop a colorless demon soul when killed. The wheel to activate the platform is inside the building. Oh, did I miss that? Oh. Pickaxe wielding Black Phantom Scale Miner are added to 3 Flame Blade wielding Scale Miners at the second fog gate. If you break the barrels and carts straight ahead, it will lead to the outside. Yeah, it seems when Black Phantoms are added, they're added to whatever's already there. And 2-2, Black Phantom Screever appears, drops the Talisman of Beasts. If you've shown him the Dragonbone Smasher, he'll still appear. Oh, Black Phantom Bear Bugs. Ugh. That'd be nasty. Black Phantom Ward Rydell drops a phosphorescent pole. There's the tentacle guys are outright called mind flares. Oh, there's also a unique event for the PS5 remake, the Sodden Ring by the huge giant goblin men shooting magic in the swamp. If it's negative 180, that you can get the ring then. You can get a Hiltless off Black Phantom Satsuki. Oh god, all these Black Phantom skellies. The gold guys aren't too bad, but silver, I'm not looking forward to dealing with this. So yeah, it seems like all this is just like, here's more powerful enemies. Have fun, fucker. That's all that's going on with that. So let's go die. I could now go try and kill Maiden Estrella. Also, you may be curious as to what that thing I have planned is. You'll know when we get onto New Game Plus. It's just something I've kind of decided on doing. And we'll find out if it's not a terrible idea. I am very nervous in doing so, but we'll find out if it ain't a terrible idea. Be careful, if I died there I would have lost what souls are here. It's not much, but every bit counts. But,